Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Rich Clark and I've been a hypnotherapist for the last 8 years and I've been a holistic therapist for the last 15 years. So I'm going to carry on the 8 limbs of yoga and I'm spoken about niyamas already. I'm going to speak about, carry on the, spoken about yamas and I'm going to carry on about the niyamas. So I've already spoken about Saucha, number 1, and I'm going to speak about Santosha. So Santosha, or tosha, tosa, again you'll understand it's spelled S-A-N-T-O-S-H-A. And this is the second niyama called virtue. And it denotes the contentment and lack of desire for what others have, right? So the term is derived from the Sanskrit sam, meaning completely or altogether, and tosha, meaning contentment. So complete contentment, yeah? No jealousy, no envy, just contented with what you are. And this also links to the word gratitude. So Santosha is generally considered to be both an attitude and a state of deep inner peace. Through practicing Santosha, the yogi is free from cravings and desires. When they are free from such influences, they are also free to pursue their own calling without fear or manipulation. So, how do I explain Santosha? So, many yogic texts discuss Santosha and is manifested on practice of many levels. So intent, putting one's best efforts into an action, then accepting whatever results come from doing so. Right? That's your intent. The inner state is a mindset of contentment, also supports other virtues like compassion, non-grasping and non-stealing. Now, we've obviously talked about non-stealing in Asteya and so forth. So again, look at them, look at the comparison. Expression, the outward manifestation of Santosha is the appearance of serenity and total satisfaction without superficial desires. So Santosha is closely related to equanimity, and that in practicing allows one to accept whatever circumstance presents themselves, including pleasure, pain, success or failure. So it's said that Santosha helps the yogi to develop a better relationship with themselves. They learn to accept and be content with the way they are. So that during the times of stress and uncertainty, your doshas may be unbalanced, right? To bring your attention to your doshas and to identify what this is, what is your clear dosha? And when you learn these doshas, that is also something you look at. So the other thing is with Santosha, which I think is very important, and again I've mentioned maybe there's not so much with this, but it's what it is the idea of contentment. It's the idea of always looking, and it's not, we say it's non-judgment, but also comparison does help for you to understand it. So the thing is, when we're looking at comparison, you think, what have I got which I am satisfied with? And don't think, oh, someone else has got a bigger house. Look at it this way. You've got running water, you've got access to heating, you've got access to bedding, you've got access to knowledge through the computer or through books, you've got access to water, to food and so forth. And this breaking down your contentment is so super vital to this, because the idea of contentment is where most people, and that's why most people in the West, when they end up going to India or learning this stuff, they go like, oh my God, people have got so little things and they're so satisfied and they're so humble. And a lot of this comes from the idea of these actual foundations. And this is why Santosha, I think, as virtue, this idea of contentment or acceptance, is hugely important. And it's probably not the one spoken so much, because we all hear about ahimsa and so forth, but Santosha to me is that contentment, is the idea of learning whatever the outcome is to accept whatever comes. And then from that, adapt that, and hopefully you can better yourself. So anyway, I spoke about the 2 niyamas, and I'm going to speak about number 3 and number 4 next week, and hope to speak to you soon and see you soon. Thank you very much.